All right, there it is. I wanted these actually since 2018 when they came out, and somehow it just slipped by me, but all of a sudden, randomly, I run into it online. I was like, you know what? I can't believe there's like 5 or 6 left out of only 75 they made. And I instantly hit my own head with my left fist, asking myself, Marco, what the hell are you waiting for? Take out that credit card. We are at the promised land, and this video is strictly just for the love of it. I wanted to share with you what I'm gonna do with it over the next week. Just out of pure, no reason but boredom, and oh yeah, we love that. They inspected it and extra protected it before shipping. Thunder Road guitar in Portland. Let me take this off and see what it looks like. And here it is. Wow. This, I think I got 36, yeah. Damn. I promise you the video, as you know, on these doesn't do it justice, but man, that is good stuff. Just, oh, the neck is so smooth. Wow. Look at that. And the, just, let me set it up a little bit, making sure it doesn't scratch it. There you go. You know what? It's too heavy. Let me balance it. I just absolutely love the black binding with the light blue offset. Just a killer top who's going to look great under the lights, something like stage light, and just an absolute beauty. This is for you guys who maybe wanted one of these, but I had them put FU tone screws and blocks in, and same here. So this is a incredible update, but the whole point of this video is what we're going to do to it. And ever since the day I saw these, I always thought it would look way cooler with a black zebra pickups and a black volume knob to actually keep the theme of the black binding. And these are very similar to Air Norton and the DiMarzio. These are custom wound for this model. They're basically slightly tweaked Air Nortons in the neck and a tone zone in the bridge that are F-spaced. But what we're going to do is put zebras on there and the black volume knob that I already ordered. And actually, I finally decided I'm going to put another set of Wolfgangs in there. For one, I think they're some of the best pickups ever made. And I don't say this just because, you know, they're EVHs. They truly are that good. I've been playing them for many, many years, and they're just absolutely incredible pickups. And you might say, well, why put the same pickups in this? Well, they're actually not going to sound like they sound in the Stealth. They're going to sound slightly different in this, but I love them and know them that well that I actually purposely want to have 2 of the same pickups in slightly different body settings. For one, that's ebony fretboard and obviously a contoured body, and this is not. This is a flat body and it's going to have a bird's eye, so that in itself is going to slightly offset it. And I know exactly what I'm going to get, and quite frankly, I think for this guitar, this is probably the best pickup you can put in it if you want to go for that zebra look. So we're going to take it to Kenny down the road and have him do some work over the next few days, and it will be absolutely amazing. But what a stunner. All right, we just have these black Dunlop strap locks that arrived that I have on all of my guitars. They're just really, really good because they're dual use. And make sure when you install those to have a washer. Really, really helps protect the finish. Let's see what that looks like when it's done. All right, pretty cool. So now we have those installed, black and black. And again, this is of course totally subjective. I know a lot of people love the chrome. I just think with that whole black line, going around the body, the black here, the zebras. It's just gonna look so much better. We have those FU tones, screws that we changed, and titanium blockers, and also here. So it's just a beautiful chrome black. It's just, I think here, kind of looks a little kitsch to me. I think that should be, again, black. So you have chrome black, chrome threads black, and chrome up there. So I think with a black Floyd, it will be overkill. But let's see where we get to. So now we're going to take those pickups out, and Max is going to come over and solder them in. All right, we got, look at that. Man, we're making progress. Yeah. What's that sticker there? Was that some Ernie Ball stuff?
There's some production numbers, I guess.
Production number, yeah. I think it was 75 of these ever made or something like that. But
nice.
Yeah, we're getting the Wolfies ready to go in. Now 2 weeks later, and the Bob Gills is here. Let's see what we got.
With my assistant, Archie.
Wait. Archie's right there. Hey,
my assistant.
All
right.
Let's see.
There it is.
And here we go. Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look so much better than the chrome pickups,
That is
Bob.
camera ready.
Does that look better than the chrome pickups?
Oh yeah, because the chrome pickups will reflect my colors.
Hey, look at
Now I
that.
can turn that guitar.
Look at this.
Blue,
Look at that.
Red.
But look, now you have the black
Yeah.
theme also here. I mean, and the black knob.
And does it have the signature Ernie Ball neck joint? Oh, it does,
Yep,
baby.
It does.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's basically DVH, but actually improved.
Without the scoop.
Yeah. So I am incredibly excited to see what this thing sounds like. This was an incredible headache because we had to file down the sides here because the grooves here are specific to the DiMarzios because you can see they're very tight. Whereas if you look here, they're very wide. Look at that. You see that? You see the difference? So we had to, poor Max had to file that stuff. Then we had to change the pot because it was proprietary to Ernie Ball, and that won't fit. So now it fit. Rock and roll. Let's open it up real quick. Wow, look at this thing. I mean, that's just stunning shit right there. Let's see.
I can't believe she's not on the kitchen counter right
Let's
now.
see what we got there. There you go. So we replace this with a full size 500K pot. As you can see, it gets a little bit tighter, but still fits. And then this is now a traditional switch rather than that PC board switch that Ernie Ball has. And that required the whole damn thing to be taken out, to be rewired. Max did a beautiful job. Looks awesome. And of course we have the grounding plate. And now it looks so much better. And we have a traditional switch there too, which is nice. So perfect. Very cool. Very, very cool. So you see now you have that black theme. Sadly, the plates aren't recessed here, as they aren't, but you have this beautiful plate, BFR. You have this absolutely stunning, ridiculously stunning neck. Now we have the black here. If you look, see just that, look how beautiful that flows now with the zebras. And I'm gonna put black dots in it. Yeah, I'm actually gonna drop it off next week to the Luthier, a master builder. He's gonna put beautiful black pearl dots in there because I wanna use this guitar. And I mean, I'm not ashamed to say, but when I play, it is incredibly confusing to not have the dots. Yeah, no, you just don't know until until you don't have it. And I think I think it will look better. We're here at Sam Ash with the amazing Salster, who finally finished that thing up for me. Sal, what did we do?
Little neck adjustment, bridge adjustment, and pickup adjustment intonation.
So the key is to have foam under these two.
Yeah, he had some in there.
Okay, there was some foam in there. It was just.
Just wasn't
Did the front still sit lower than the back?
Yeah, this will always sit slower because that's allowed us to pick up on the guitar.
Got it, but was it too low?
It was too low.
It was too low. Okay, got it.
All right, man. So here's the cord.
She's a
Go ahead and plug it in.
No, hell, no, I'm not need to plug it. I'll plug that in at home, man.
Try to make sure the action's where you want it. You know, all right, brother.
Sal, say hi to my guitar group. What's up? You guys want the guitar done right? Bring it to Sam Asher, to Sal's. Tell him Marco sent you. He'll charge you double. So here it finally is. After a 3-week ordeal, we figured it all out.
But that's out there.
Yeah, that took a moment.
How come the rhythm pickup's not out?
So if you replace these, remember, you're gonna have to file it down. If you use anything non-proprietary, then we had to exchange the that kind of PC board switch and the volume pot, because we wanted to put a black knob on there, but it was all worth it because she looks absolutely stunning. The one thing left to do is I'm gonna put black knobs in it. I'm gonna customize this to the fullest because that's how beautiful that guitar is. And I think the black dots would actually complete it. What do you think, Bob?
I think your rhythm pickup needs to come up.
He's trying to give me a heart attack, damn. So now it's perfect height. There you go. This is how it should be. By the way, if you're changing pickups, this should give you an idea. About right there is where you want it, and that looks right. Yep. All right, we actually just got off the phone, or I just got off the phone with Seth Meyer. For you who don't know, he's a quite known guitar luthier repairman in Los Angeles. And I'm actually going to drop it off in a couple hours to get the dots done. The last and final step to make this, in my opinion, the absolute perfect, one of the most beautiful AXISes I've seen. So here's something that I didn't know myself. I've actually never done a fret inlay. I wanted to, but it just somehow never materialized. And it makes total sense. I mean, first and foremost, to do it with the frets on is very, very, very hard for many reasons. Number one, the refinishing of it around the frets. Number two, to level the dots. And that's when you see people do it that way with the frets in, it always kind of looks not that good and filed down, and you cannot make it unison. So naturally, the easiest way to do this is to refret the guitar. So I know this sounds ridiculous, but I'm about to take a perfectly fine fretted guitar and we're gonna refret it, because that is sadly the only way if you want to do it right. Now, we're very lucky on this that the binding isn't like a Les Paul in the sense that it goes over the fret edge. These are laid in after the fact. The Les Paul has that extra step where it does the binding over and then they cut it out with the razor blade above the fret. This doesn't have that. Very few guitars actually do that. It's an expensive way to do it. And it's just, you know, preference and et cetera, et cetera. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take these frets out. I'm actually gonna stay with medium jumbos, but the great thing is that a guy like Seth doing it is not only gonna put new frets in, he's actually also then gonna re-level it to that fretboard specific, and that will allow him to take the finish off, calculate exactly where the dots need to be, and then do it to the fretboard rather than doing it with the frets in, which is the wrong way to do it. And I'm not ashamed to say, I want to use this guitar live. I've tried before playing a non-dotted guitar, and it really was very hard on me on stage, especially if you play more complex stuff. So the fret thing, believe it or not, is not something that I'm doing because of aesthetics. Yes, I actually genuinely believe it will finish that whole black theme with the dots, but it's actually the second reason. The first and foremost reason, believe it or not, is because I actually have a hard time playing a guitar that isn't dotted. And it just tells us how much how reliant we are on that. It is incredibly hard for me to play live and just rely on the side dots. It's just not good enough. So this is actually a non-aesthetic choice first, but actually a choice out of genuine need, having an instrument that I would love to play, but need the dots for. So let's go drop it off. Guys, here with the amazing, famous Seth Meyers, man. You ever need work done, this is where you come to in LA. Say hi to the group, bro. What's up? This is the guy, guys. I've been coming here for a long time. You've done a lot of my guitars, dude.
Indeed.
A lot of my guitars, dude. So talk to me. This is amazing.
Okay, so we're gonna put some new frets on here, but what I was just about to tell you is, you see how the finish sort of pulls up on these last frets too. Once these come out, I'll be able to put the frets on top of that, and it'll just feel like there's even more fret there, where this kind of gets pulled up on the side.
Oh,
So
okay.
it'll just feel cool. You see all that like finish on the side of these frets?
Oh yeah, why is that like that?
Because when they hang the necks there, the finish just goes.
Oh, you're totally right. See what he's talking about is it's like a little wave there, and you're saying that's going to be gone, huh?
Yeah, it'll be all brand new frets.
Oh,
And
I
dots.
love it. And yeah, see, I'm telling you, I was just telling my group, man, I'm not ashamed to admit I have a hard time playing live without the dots. And I play some, complex stuff, but dude, I tried. It was like, it ain't gonna happen, man.
Also, you can put whatever you want in there. You can put black dots. You can put pearl. You can put.
Man, what do you think
Avalon,
will look good on that,
whatever
man?
you want.
See, I love the black team. The one thing why they only made 75 of these. And the reason I never liked this, I realized, as dumb as it sounds, they have the chrome cover pickups.
Sure.
And I was like, if I put zebras, I put Wolfies in these because they're great, Wolf USAs. It just looks better. It changes to black.
Yeah.
Had to rewire the whole thing because, of course, they have the proprietary PC board, which sucks. But then I realized, not only do the dots actually look better to me keeping that black theme, but I can't play it live without the dots. I can't do it. You know what I mean?
It's black up here too. Black makes sense.
Yeah,
Black,
it just
black,
kind of
yeah.
keeps that. Do you have like a nice black pearly inlay, or do you think...
They make a black pearl, but it looks kind of green.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's like a black green.
Do you think it would look better with a pearl like that on the thing to keep
hard
that?
to see?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, let's go black.
Yeah.
Let's go black.
I think black's your best option.
And Seth is already, you said if you do it all together, like the refretting 2-3 at a time, it makes it much easier, huh?
Yeah, I'm doing a 63 Strat over there, and then a brand new build. Damn.
Can I move in here, dude? Guys, this is where I want to sleep. Forget my house in the hills. This is where I want to be. We are here 10 days later. It was July 4th weekend, plus I didn't want to rush the awesome Seth. And here, oh man. There's a reason this guy's one of the best in the business. I cannot wait. I just plugged it in his shop, and it sounded so freaking ridiculous. I can't wait to come home and finally plug this thing in. We are finally at the finish line. It is now 4 weeks later. And if this thing plays half as good as it looks, I'm just gonna be really happy, because a lot of time and effort and money went into this. I wanted to show you the fret job that Seth did, which is just staggeringly good. Look at that. That's why Seth Meyers is Seth Meyers. He just absolutely... Remember, I haven't played this. There was no point to do that, because I was trying to first and foremost get it spec'd the way I needed it to be for me in order for it to become a usable guitar for both the studio and on stage. And as you get a little bit more experience, you have certain expectations and you tweak your guitars a certain way. You're not just gonna be happy anymore off the shelf, unless, of course, a 59 Les Paul is a 59 Les Paul. You're not gonna, a Les Paul custom, you're gonna keep it the way it is. But with this, I knew the wood, the basswood with the maple, and I know those pickups very well, and it will sound slightly different than the EBH Stealth. But Seth let me plug it in for like 3-4 minutes, like he always does before I leave the shop, and it sounded staggering. But now I finally get to plug it in. Everything was changed. FU tone parts, the pot, remember, the switch, the pickups. That was a big headache to round those. It wouldn't fit. Then the spacing had to be adjusted. With that, of course, the intonation changed. With that, the string spacing changed. Everything changed. And finally, we got the dots and the refret done. I did medium jumbo stainless steel. And let's finally plug this thing in. But just look at that beauty. Absolutely stunning. And I can't wait till this thing has some real wear on it and chips and dings and just becomes a real hammer in the tool bag. Here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna go into the Satriani head, the 410 HJS. You all know my opinion on that. One of the best heads ever made, period. And Royer 121 and 57, the all-time beautiful, beautiful combo. We're gonna give this guitar every shot it deserves. And of course, Pro Tools is ready. No modifications, no fancy EQ, nothing. Just a little touch of delay and reverb from our carbon copy and MXR reverb, and that is that. Flange coursing all turned off. So let's see what she sounds like. Well, here we are finally at the finish line. Let's see what this thing sounds like. Make sure I'm in frame here, and it appears I am. So again, the beauty of this is that we do it in real time. This should sound very similar to the Stealth USA that I've played many times and reviewed, but slightly brighter. Remember, it doesn't have the arch top. There's a little bit more wood missing. I don't think that will make a big difference, but this guitar is a little bit more comfy to play because it has that cutout on the back. 10-inch radius. The Stealth is 12 to 16, and that's why this should be a nice addition. So here we go for the first time. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Let's play, I'm gonna play a little bluesy intro, something very, very basic. One of my songs called Till That Day. And I'll play it on the bridge and then the neck. Let's see what it sounds like. You can tell right away a little bit more tweaky than the Wolfgang Stealth, but absolutely gorgeous. Let's do the same thing on the neck pickup. That's all right. That neck pickup sounds gorgeous, just absolutely beautiful, warm. Listen to this. Just absolutely warm. You can tell it's a little bit more compressed than the Stealth USA because of the non-arched body, but I'm absolutely loving it right now. It's just the guitar feels great. And again, I have dots. I can actually play my song because that other thing was an E flat. So it's really hard when you don't have the dots. It's confusing. All right, we are on the amber on the second channel. Slight little overdrive, nothing fancy. Let's see how the guitar responds to that. Pickups, the clarity is just absolutely stunning. Let's check the not that you would do a rhythm on the neck, but let's check it out. Beautiful. You see, if you do some post-production on this and compress it and EQ it the right way, it sounds really pro. Obviously thanks to the mics too, but anytime you put a Royer 121 in front of or a Mojave, or couple that with a 57, it sounds great. But phrase that we did on the clean, kind of see how it responds to the same kind of thing. Very basic stuff, very basic stuff. So. Totally falling in love with the guitar. Same on the neck. See, this is what's so great about an expensive pickup. The way it's tightly wound, it doesn't let those overtones get shrill, you know what I mean? So like I always point out in my reviews, be wary when people are trying to sell you on the playing, you know, with that stuff, because that doesn't mean any pickup can sound great on that, but just listen to that pickup handles that really well. And many pickup choices would have been great for this guitar. It's just that I already knew that the Stealth USA, the EVH pickups, I love them so much because I knew how they respond to basswood with maple on top. So, and here I can totally, it does what I expected it to do. It's a little bit tighter of a sound. You know, you have a bit more of a rhythm guitar in this than you would have that aggression. And the neck, of course, makes a big difference, it being bird's eye versus regular maple, but also the radius and the stainless steel frets. So same phrase on the neck. Notice how I hit purposely the open the E and B string. Cheap pickups will make that shrill. You know, here it hides it really well. Wow, incredible how well it... Probably really nice for like some bluesy stuff, you know, if you want to go with the... Nonsense there, but no, sounds great. I'm really in love with the rhythm on the bridge, but then the sound of the neck during like soloing. Let's try something with a little bit more gain. All right, here we are now going a little more high gain. Let's see what we got. We'll do some nonsense licks, but still definitely getting used to that 10-inch. This is a 10-inch radius. Wish it was flatter, but again, if I needed to play what I just played, I'd take another guitar. But just want to, you know, it's nice when you personalize a guitar. This is doing exactly what I was hoping it would do, and still great for shredding on it. But of course, if you're gonna go a little bit faster, you know, or go like, you know, some vice, it becomes harder on a 10-inch, you know. The 17-inch would definitely help here, you know. But let's do that lick again and check between the bridge and the neck. All right, very nice. Oh, I can definitely hear the Eddie in there. It has a woo, 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 you know, that his neck pickup is very famous for, you know. Right there. Yeah, you can definitely hear that Eddie sound. So. Oh, wow, very cool. Same phrases. kind of more of the same, just more gain. You know, the amp, of course, with the EL34s and these pickups combined is just absolutely stunning. And I purposely wanted to go through the HJS rather than the 5150 because it has a bit too much gain on the red, but it's nice. Yeah, bridge pickup. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm still getting a little bit used to it, but I think, you know, this doesn't always work out. So I just wanted to share this passion project with you and what's involved if you kind of want to personalize the guitar, kind of a continuation of the Frankie. And sorry, I can't speak with my Invisalign, but something that needs to be done. But I really hope you enjoy this. I absolutely love the guitar. It feels great. It sounds great. Takes a little getting used to the 10-inch radius, but I absolutely love it, and I think I'm going to keep this thing. You never really know until you spend all the time and the money. Just for you guys, remember a couple of issues you're going to run into with direct mounted pickups: height, foam underneath, springs, which then translates into intonation. In this case, with the EVHs, the rounding was different than the DiMarzios. You have to put dots in, which requires, of course, a refret job. And then, of course, Seth had to, of course, also refinish the guitar. Remember, this has a finish on top. And then refret it, which is also an opportunity to put in the frets you like. And then, of course, cosmetic stuff like the switch, which then required a different pot, which is very tight in the AXIS cavity. Upgraded to a 500 pot. The knob had to be changed because they use that PC board kind of thing. So, but other than that, I absolutely am in love with this guitar, and I can't wait to really just get more familiar with it and start, you know, shredding somatic and stuff on it. But the 10-inch radius, as you can tell, definitely gave me some challenges. So when you're used to kind of at least 14 and up, you know, that I play mostly, and then also compound radius, which this doesn't have. So I might maybe at some point go that route too, but well, maybe not, because I have enough guitars that do that. But this is just an absolute killer instrument, and so don't be afraid to take an instrument that you like. It doesn't have to be a signature model or whatever guitar it is, and do your own thing to it. And speaking of EVH pickups, that's something that obviously Eddie would have done and wanted you to do, is personalize the guitar. I see so many people kind of getting stuck with their guitars or signature models. So I didn't care what this guitar was. The moment I fell in love with the look of it, I also realized what I don't like about it, and I wasn't afraid to go and risk just that, it potentially not working out. But that's what the chase for tone and the different tool in the tool bag is all about, that journey. So remember, one guitar isn't going to do it all. You have different spices in the kitchen, but it's supposed to be an addition to what you do. So would this be a great standalone guitar? For me personally, not. Maybe for somebody else, yes. But in addition to what I have, this is just an absolutely beautiful addition. And I personally think it looks so much better now with the black zebra chromes, with the chrome here, chrome there, but then you have that black continuation of the side with the dots now. The dots were needed for me. And then you have the black here. So it just cosmetically just looks so much more pleasing than with the covered pickups and the chrome knob and the chrome covered pickup. So I think this actually gives it a nice contrast, but more importantly, it's actually usable now. I know a lot of pro players that they can play, but they would never play a studio session or a live show without dots. It's kind of like a piano player. You need to, your brain needs to see that offset. So good luck playing C sharp minor, harmonic minor without dots. It makes you better than me. But I'm absolutely in love with this. I hope you enjoyed this journey. I hope you leave some great feedback, and love you all. Stay safe, and on to the next build.